Back in the kitchen, and I'm gonna make my version of Christmas crack. It's very easy. I'll show you the ingredients. These are the ingredients. You got caramel bits because they're easily melted. You got semi-sweet chocolate chips. You got walnuts. And you got graham crackers. Put it all together and guess what you get. So here we are at the microwave. And I'm going to melt my chocolate chips. I'm going to do it in like 15-second intervals and stir in between, just so that they don't get all clumped up and whatever. Let's get in there. Let's keep going. All right. After a couple of, like, I think I put it on for like, let me see, 30-second intervals, stirring in between. And this is what we got. Nice, velvety, melted chocolate. And what I have on this cookie sheet are 14 of the cinnamon dusted graham crackers. And I'm going to just drizzle this chocolate onto the graham crackers. Okay, here we go with the chocolate. Get my kettle out of the way. Here you go. Just gonna basically spread it on there. Not all of it. I'll save a little for the top. And just smoosh it on there. It's easy. It's not, there's no science to it. This was approximately, not a whole bag of chocolate chips, but most of it. Like 3/4 of a bag. You gotta work fairly quickly so that you don't, it doesn't harden up on you. You want to get some on every one. Had to get my spatula. Don't want to miss too many drops of this stuff. It's like liquid gold, yay! Oh, I'm making a mess. But anyways, this is what we do. Trial and error. I've never made this before. So this is all new to me. But it looks pretty straightforward. I saw a few TikToks on it. And I said, well, I could improvise my way. And that's what I'm doing, improvising it my way. Okay, I do have, I'm setting the oven for 350 just to get it started, because I want to make sure that I get it all melted on there. And I kind of broke up the walnuts. I'm just going to spread them on here. You can use as much as you want, any kind of nuts or anything you want. Just trying to make sure that I cover a good portion. Getting a little pieces on there too, because that makes a difference. You want to have a little bit of nuts and stuff on every little bite. So I did a version of walnut toffee, like a candied walnuts earlier, and I got a bunch of you have asked about it. So anywho, this is what we got so far. Now we got our chips. So to get this out of the way, I'm just going to stick it in the oven real quick. The oven is just preheating. It's not hot yet. But I'm going to stick that in there, and I'm going to heat up the the caramel chips just like I did the chocolate. This is what we got after 2 30-second intervals. Can you see that? So I think I'm going to let it go for a couple, maybe about 15 more seconds, so we can get it real liquidy. Okay, 15 seconds and it's nice and liquidy. That's what we want. We want it to, you know, not be the star of the show, but to be a good associate person. Okay, here we go. The oven is starting to heat up. Ow, 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 hot. Okay. Woo. And what we want to do is just drizzle this on. Not like the chocolate. We want to drizzle it on. It doesn't matter. You don't have to make a pattern or anything. Just get it on here. Ooh, that's a big old glob there. I like trying new things, as long as they're, you know, sound like they're gonna be easy and, you know, not a whole lot of ingredients, just basic ingredients. I did have to go to the store to get these caramel chips because I just didn't feel like making caramel out of the sweetened condensed milk, because you can do that. I've never done it before, so I figured, you know, let's go with something fairly easy, like melting them, the caramels, and just melting them and dropping them on here like this. I have the rest of the chocolate that I'm going to do the same way. And once I get that going, I'll come back. What I'm doing now is trying to scrape the sides and get all of this caramel out so that I could just put it in on top of all of this goodness. I think I got most of it. I think I did pretty good, huh? Okay, so I'm just going to just blob it on here, and once I stick it in the oven, it should be pretty easily able to manage it because it's starting to harden. And once it starts to harden, It's like glue. Okay, I just plopped it on there. What I'm gonna do is stick this in the oven and let it stay until it starts melting up real good. All right, let's clean up this mess. Oh my goodness. All the chocolate. I think I'll let it soak a little bit. My goodness, because it's like, you know, of course it's, you know, sugar. So it's sticky and it can be rough. Anyways, this is what we're doing. We're making goodies. I made a couple of pound cakes, little small pound cakes yesterday, and some of those cake mix cookies. And I think they came out pretty good. Let me see if I can find a couple so I can show you guys. It's only a couple of ingredients. I did the chocolate, and all it is some oil, some cake mix, and I forgot. Anyway, that's the sprinkle one with caramel, a Rolo on there. And this one is chocolate with a peppermint patty and a pecan. Wow. And this one is a chocolate cookie with a Reese's cup and a pecan. So, anywho, I like holiday baking. It's fun. I don't necessarily eat them all. I have to give them away because Mr. Ron will indulge a little too much. But he likes when I cook, of course. Who doesn't? But we're going to let these crack things get the cooking. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, they're looking pretty good. Looks kind of weird right now, but I need to clean my oven, so please disregard. And because I guess I use it a lot. So let's spoon this stuff around while it's warm. Okay, we got a glob here that's not fully melted yet. So, but in the meantime, try to make sure you got your nuts glued down so that they don't just fall all over the place. It looks a mess, but boy, oh boy, is it good. All right, let's close this oven back up and let it finish going. I'll let it go for about 5 more minutes. Okay, this is how it came out. Not burnt. Yep, see? I got caramel, walnuts, chocolate, graham crackers with a little cinnamon on them. Oh, don't make you dizzy. Anyway, this is how it came out. There's no recipe, there's no rhyme, reason, or whatever. You can make these with saltine crackers, graham crackers, sugar cookies, whatever you want. You can put on any kind of toppings, anything you want. So that's how they look. Good morning. I'm in the bathroom this morning and I'm getting ready to go to a doctor's appointment because I have what I think is what they call a floater in this eye. And I don't see anything in there, so I don't know what's floating around in there. But yet and still, from what they tell me, my sister said she had it, and another girlfriend said she had it. And it's like something where you see something floating around. It is the weirdest thing. So it's early, and I got an early appointment. So I'm going to get myself together and get to the doctor's office so they can see what's going on in this thing. I don't know. All right, I'm sunglassed up, ready to go. Have to be careful because it's kind of sensitive to the sunlight, and all the rain we've been having for the last couple days, today it decides it wants to be sunny out. So, I'm on my way. It only takes like maybe about 10 minutes, maybe 15, to get uptown to my doctor's office. So, look at that sky. No rain. Yesterday was woof, child. And while I'm talking about yesterday, after church, we had a food giveaway to the poor and needy, or whoever wanted to come by and pick it up. We had turkeys, we had hams, and we had a bag of items as well. And let's see, there was a cake mix in there and a frosting, 2 boxes of stuffing mix or dressing, whichever you want to call it, 2 cans of corn, 2 cans of string beans, and some Hawaiian rolls, and some gravy for your turkey. Mind you, at the end of it all, we had extra. That's how my pastor is. He's about that extra. And to thank everybody who volunteered, we all got a turkey and a ham, whatever, and a bag of groceries. I love my church. Church was good. We had a great time. And then, we went home and got warmed up because, of course, we had to be there by like 1:30. I just crossed a railroad track. And it was raining. It had been raining since Saturday afternoon, and it just kept raining. So we bundled up, put on our rain gear, our boots and what have you, and we went out there. And of course, the park we were supposed to have it at was flooded. How about that? So we took it to the street, and we set up tents, and we had the 2 trucks. One had the groceries in it, and the other had the turkey and ham. And people lined up in their cars. They didn't even have to get out their car. There were some people who did walk up, because they were in the neighborhood or whatever. But the majority of them, all they had to do was pull up, and we packed their car with whatever they needed. If they needed a turkey or a ham or both, it was up to them. And I thought that, that is such a blessing, because there are a lot of people out here that are struggling, and don't take for granted, all of us are 1 or 2 paychecks away from what. But God is good, and we had a great time. It was good, and the camaraderie, the fellowship, it was awesome. We did it last year too. We went to 2 parks last year, but this year we just kept it over at the 1 park. And I'm going to link a little bit of it in this video at the end so you could see that we were doing our thing. And that's what we do. Spread love. It's all good.
Starting,
Every day.
okay. You haven't changed it even, right?
No, nothing's changed.
Okay. You haven't been to the hospital since you've seen Victoria, right?
No.
Okay.
Mammogram, maybe.
When did you have that?
Well, I don't know. I guess it was a few months ago. I went to see, of course, I went to see my doctor, Dr. Moores, because he's my breast cancer doctor.
Okay. So you had it done in, it says June. Does that sound right?
I guess that was it. I don't know.
Okay.
I gotta have another one, I guess, on my next appointment.
Okay.
So I'm in the doctor's office and I'm still wearing my sunglasses because these lights are pretty harsh on my eyes. So I'm going to ask her to explain. Maybe she'll let us know exactly what a floater is, how they're going to treat it, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Yes. What is a floater?
So, do you want me to describe it how you would see it?
Yes.
Okay, so it would be more like that you see like a little dot, like you know when you look at the sun and you like look at something else and your vision's kind of like spotty. That's how I describe a floater the best way, like that I would assume.
Mine looks like a C, a capital C, but it's not a complete circle.
Okay.
And it's kind of like I can see it right over here, and it's kind of broken up a little bit, and then there's a couple of spots here and there as well, and it's the left eye.
Okay. So you have hypertension, you have pre-diabetes, it says. I'm trying to look at all your things.
I'm falling apart.
No, we're gonna fix you if you are.
No, my A1C is pretty good. I mean, I've been, trying to stay current on some things. I've been drinking that mushroom coffee.
I've heard good things about that.
It does help with the inflammation, and my pants fit a little better. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of, spare tire.
I mean, which is good for it's holiday season.
You're telling me.
So, do you ever feel like your blood pressure is extremely high, like headache, dizziness?
No.
No, it doesn't look bad. It looks good.
And I was talking to my husband at the time too. So when she was taking it, I was talking to him on the phone, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can make your pressure go up.
Yeah, it will. So, have you gone to an eye doctor?
I did. Matter of fact, I went. It was still warm outside, so I think it was like September-ish, and I had these glasses done and another pair. I had them put the tint in the prescription. So what I'm seeing with you is just basic, from what, with glasses.
Okay. So would you say your vision has gotten worse?
Over the years, yes, of course.
Okay. And were you having the floaters when you went to the eye doctor? Okay. So I'm gonna look at your eye, but I would say eye doctor would be the one that we would go to.
Okay.
And I can refer you to one so that he has your notes and stuff.
Okay.
Has anything happened to your eye? Like trauma? You think?
No, sometimes it burns. Like if I'm, sitting there watching TV, sometimes it's not a real burn, but it's still like a little sting, and sometimes it leaks. But for the most part, no, I haven't had any real issues with the eye.
Okay, like they're normal issues that we all have. Okay. You do have like little halos around your eye, like the water halos around your cornea. But